Hi guys, welcome back to Canary Cast. Good to see you back here. Whilst you're here, do us a favour. Please, if you would like the video, leave us a comment if you can, and make sure you're subscribed. Amazingly, 73% of you are not subscribed, and as you can imagine, it's keeping Jacob up at night. I do not need him calling me at 3 in the morning saying that 73% of our viewers are not subscribed. Please, can you subscribe? Thanks very much. We're here with an Emi Buendia update. There's some fresh news linking him to Arsenal. So apparently Arsenal's hunt for Odegaard, something's happened there. They're not so sure they can complete that deal anymore. So Emi Buendia is supposedly now their main target. I think Nabil Fekir and Aouar are on their radar, but Emi Buendia seems to be the prime target. So we thought we'd do a little update. Jacob, what do you make of it, mate?
Interesting. Very, very interesting. We're seeing rumours flying around everywhere. Arsenal, obviously, a big club. You're seeing a load of kind of journos come out. Yeah, he's there, number one there. Kind of target now. 35 to 40 gets it done. Well, 35, no. 40 plus, maybe. I think if you're looking at it from Emi's point of view, then it's a step up, and he probably says, yeah, I would happily go. But then you look at it from Norwich's point of view, he's been called up to the Argentina squad whilst being at Norwich, so that's not a problem currently. He's going to have Premier League football, and again, he is the one indispensable in this team. You can get rid of anyone else in that squad and find a suitable replacement for him. We just wouldn't be able to find that level of player with the money that we have. I think 50 million has always been that bar that Stuart Webber said he wants to get to, absolute maximum. Who knows, mate? I think they will. Arsenal will begin to flirt and maybe put in a slightly below par offer. Webber will then beat it away, but then it'll be up to Emi. We saw last summer, even with no bid, but just transfer rumours, how he was quite affected by that. I would love to see him stay. I think it would show real ambition if we did, and then next summer he goes. Yeah. But it's going to be a long, long summer and a lot of videos, I feel, mate.
It certainly is. You mentioned the price there. We will, of course, move on to what sort of player he is, so you Arsenal fans can get a lowdown on him. But whilst we're on the topic, Jacob, let's talk about the price a little bit more, because, I mean, 35 to 50, that's quite a range. Yeah. As Norwich fans that watch him every week, we're obviously biased, but he is worth the upper echelon of that, definitely. 35 million, as soon as I heard that, I thought, nah, not a chance. So how much do you think it's going to take to get Stuart Webber to sit down at a table and actually discuss the transfer?
It's funny, isn't it? Because people who don't support Norwich, like you say, so the Norwich fans listening to this will be like, yeah, this is completely normal. Arsenal fans are probably thinking about, what are you going on about? This guy scored one Premier League goal, under 30 goals in 3 years for Norwich. What are you talking about? Yeah. This lad, honestly, is next level. We are not yellow and green glasses is off here. He could play for anyone in the Premier League, even Man City, Liverpool, anyone, and help them out without any shadow of a doubt. He's the best player we have ever seen. The thing is, if Arsenal offer 40 million, and proper 40 million, not 25 plus 15 odd add-ons, if this is 40 million, then that's enough to then have that conversation. Yeah. 40 plus 5, I think, does it. And he is worth that. He could be anything he wants. He would elevate Arsenal from where they are now to European places. Not even a joke for me. The only thing I see in that issue is where he'd play in that front three. You know, Saka plays on the right. In the middle, Emil Smith-Rowe is probably better than on the left. You'd probably put Emi in that middle spot, which he hasn't done as much at Norwich. Like we say, we'll go on to in a moment. He's more on the right and drifts in. If you're thinking he's a left-footed winger who cuts in and shoots, that's not Emi Buendia. So it'll either be the right or the middle. But in terms of money, I think 40 million is that one where you go, okay, they're serious now. Like Everton were with Godfrey, they put the money down, they got him, didn't they? Mm-hmm. I think there's an openness there. There always has been from Norwich if there's enough money. But he is the cherry on top of the cake that we've had in terms of magnificent players come through. I can't see anyone going for more than Emi Buendia currently. So it would have to be, for me, 40 plus.
Yeah, I would have thought so. Arsenal seem to be in the driving seat at the moment. Emi Buendia is too good for other big clubs not to be knocking around and you know, having a look at him. But what do you make of, let's say it happens, what do you make of Emi Buendia going to Arsenal instead of forgive me Arsenal fans, but a more successful club at this moment in time, like a top 4 club?
Well, we were just talking off screen, weren't we? Like the likes of Fabregas, Alexander Hleb, Henry even, for example. They've all been at Arsenal and then gone on to Barcelona, Alex Song as well. And you could see that with Emi. Like, he is that good. He could easily elevate himself to that level where he becomes Arsenal's key player. And maybe that's what he's thinking. He's looking at it and going, Arsenal are in a struggle right now. I think that's the only thing, the turmoil. If Arsenal back Arteta and get in some more kind of big signings and get towards those European places, then Emi will be like, yeah, this makes perfect sense. For us, though, if you look at it from Norwich point of view, he's loved here and he will be the main man again here. You keep him for one more year and you've got you've got what, 85 to 90% much better chance of staying up than you have without him. So I think Norwich will dig their heels in as much as they can. But I can see the point of view where you're coming from, where if they can they're just outside the fringes right now. If they can actually get some stability there, I see why Emi would want to go, because it's obviously a massive club. But I'd do anything to see him stay. Yeah. If we're looking at it from the bias, you've just got it would be not to be like dramatic, but kind of heartbreaking, wouldn't it, to see him go from a Norwich football's point of view, because he is just. I've never, for me, watched anyone anywhere near his ability. We've had the likes of Maddison, Wes Hoolahan. Emi's on another level.
Yeah, he's the best we've ever had. One more question before we go on to what sort of player he is. In the Premier League last time we were here, he grabbed 1 goal and was impressive, but he wasn't really racking up the numbers. Went back down to the Championship and clearly thought, I need to add goals and assists as well, to be fair, and has absolutely 15 goals, 7 assists, superb. 17 assists. Do we need to see him now do that in the Prem, sort of between now and January, for him to get this big move to a bigger Premier League or European club? Do you think it's just Arsenal that are reportedly in at the minute because other clubs haven't seen him do that in the Premier League?
I think it's incredible that he's, like you say, Joe, he's put it on himself and actually done it. I think this is a lad. If you said to him, or he's saw to himself, right, I need to improve this position. Like, if I have to drop deep in a team, he would do that. He's got the ability to do whatever he wants. We had Norwich reporter Michael Bailey on the other week, didn't we? And he made the great point. We've never seen Emi miss control of football, for example. He's just so in control of the whole pitch, the whole dynamics. And since the Middlesbrough sending off, like you'll see Arsenal fans, you'll go and see he's had about 4 red cards for Norwich. Since that one, the final 17 games of the season, I cannot believe, again, how he's just gone, right, let's cut this out now. I've matured my game. And for every single one of those 17 games, no word of a lie, he has been the best player on the pitch by a country mile. He's just a cheat code of the Championship for us this season. And he is Premier League ready now. I think I could easily see him in a top 10 Premier League team right now, and he would, for me, easily be able to elevate himself along with those quality players to then go, right, I'm now European level player without a shadow of a doubt for me. But no, like you say, I think that's the reason why elite clubs won't go in for him in terms of top 4 at the moment, because it's like, it's that old kind of fashioned. He hasn't done it in the Prem yet, but he is more than enough ready. The only thing is the COVID market. If you pay 40 million for him, fair play. Stats alone in terms of the goals don't show how much he's developed. You watch that guy play week in, week out, and you can see that he is ready to go. Yeah,
he is a cheat code, like you say. He's helped us so much this season. Right, okay. Final thing then, Jacob. Give us a profile on Emi Buendia. What sort of player are Arsenal being linked with here? And by the end of this summer, you should have this well rehearsed.
He's just magnificent, isn't he? Some of the things he does, you just think, like, how? So in terms of where he plays, right wing, but he drifts in. And you can find him right back, left back, centre mid, left wing, up front. Like, the guy, if you look at his heat map over the time of Norwich, it's everywhere. He tracks back brilliantly. He tackles well when he's actually not frustrated. He defends well. He comes back and helps his fullback. He goes and attacks with pure Argentinian passion and flair, doesn't he? His through balls are sublime. His control of the football is magnificent. He's not the quickest, but he doesn't need to be the quickest because he's strong on the ball. He's always 2 thoughts ahead of probably anyone else in the Norwich team, let's be honest. And with a player in Timu Puki's Premier League movement is sublime, with a top level forward of European calibre, the passes and the movement would be just absolutely sensational. This guy can play number 10 and on the right wing. For me, like I said, left wing, I think that would take completely away from his game. I think maybe in future life he can be that deep number 8, but for now, that kind of where he is at the moment, number 10, right wing, drifting in and doing what he needs to do to get on the ball, which he loves to do, doesn't he? And just create. His main passion is creating. Like you say, this season he's gone on to a next level and found a confidence in his shooting, I think, hasn't he? I think he realised very quickly when he got up to speed in the Championship that, okay, I'm the best player in this league by a mile. I've got more time. I can create myself more time and shoot from range. And to be fair, apart from set pieces, don't let him on a free kick or a corner, and you'll be absolutely golden.
Yeah, that is the one area of his game that does need work. Set pieces. He seems to be on top of his discipline at the minute, but set pieces need work. Other than that, he is a superb player.
It's the way he's just kind of developed his whole round game this season, which again, like I thought he was. I thought, oh, brilliant, we've kept him. But this season, I didn't expect this level of kind of just swagger of just, I am the best player in this league. I am going to dismantle every single team in this league with ease. And it's just, this is what I mean when I'm saying, like, what level. He could get to any level, because if he puts his mindset to it, I don't think there's a place in the world of football where he couldn't go and achieve.
I did tell you he'd get in that Argentina squad, Joe.
And that's what I mean. Like, I think that's the thing that you say. Like, we were laughing, weren't we? Messi, Di Maria. Dybala's not in that squad. He plays for Juventus. You look at the list of names of clubs in that Argentina team, then you see Norwich.
Yeah.
And you just think, wow, this is how good he is and how ready he is. I'd love to see him go and really show himself in that Argentina squad. I think for me that's the most difficult squad in terms of a forward to get into in world football, with the amount of the level of players they have available to them. Yeah. And he's in that squad. So that's all you need to know. He has his roof is unlimited. His ability is second to none, and he will go and have a top career in the top level of European football for many, many years to come. Yeah. So 40 million, I know you're saying for one goal in the Prem, it's a snippet. In terms of what he could go on and be, it's exciting. I'd love to see him stay for one more year so we could just hopefully have that magic and somehow stay up. But yeah, he's a magnificent footballer, and we've been lucky to have him for as long as we have if he does go.
Here. And hopefully these Argentina appearances come with some goals and we can push that price up even more. 55, 60, I'm getting dizzy now. But yeah, no, it's incredible for a Norwich player. Honestly, it really is. But I think we'll leave it there for now. It's long enough. You've heard everything you need to hear. So yeah, thanks for watching. Like, comment, subscribe, please. And yeah, we'll see you next time. Cheers.